Welcome! This video is about the DLC, the purpose of it and why it's such a controversial topic. The gameplay is from the new Black Ops 3 DLC map with the new MVP baseball bat. DLC stands for downloadable content. It is additional content that is created and released after the release of the original game. It can be categorized into certain types. Static changes that only change the way something looks, and expansion packs that add new areas, weapons, attachments, maps, storylines and missions. Downloadable content is good, and we will explain it from a biopsychological perspective. New experiences stimulate the release of opioids. Opioids are a chemical in the brain that give us a sense of pleasure. Once you have had a new experience, some neurons essentially take over the job of responding to that piece of data. This allows the neighboring neurons to focus on other tasks. This is why if you do something 100 times, it won't give you the same opioid hit as the first few times. Let's apply this to Black Ops 3. At the release, last November, Black Ops 3 was a new game. The weapons, specialists, maps and all the other features were new. A few months down the road, we have played it over and over again, and with that it gets less exciting. Then the new DLC drops. New maps with a different setting and a different atmosphere. Next to this there are new weapons that change the way you play the game, and specialist outfits that change the way your character looks. These create a new experience, and that's why DLC is a good thing. Still, there is a lot of controversy on the subject, which would be weird, since DLC is in all actuality a good thing. But the publishers, like Activision, charge money for the DLC packs and microtransactions. In an ideal world, money wouldn't be involved, but publishers are out to make money. That's just how this world works. There are two main reasons for the anger of the community. 1. People believe that publishers release unfinished games and later add the DLC to make more money off the gamers. 2. People believe that the additional content of the DLC gives the gamers that pay an unfair advantage. These are both valid arguments, but it all depends on the context. The first argument is a good one. It would be unfair to withhold content from the customers because you released an unfinished game, but it's hard to draw the line from when something is finished. It depends on the situation. The second argument is also a good one. In competitive games, it would be unfair to give the paying player an advantage. Not everyone has the money for it. Now let's compare the content of Black Ops 3 to the Black Ops 3 Season Pass. You pay around $60 for Black Ops 3 and you get 12 maps, 31 weapons, 18 perks, 14 pieces of equipment, 9 specialists, each with 18 outfits, campaign, zombies and a lot of other stuff. The Season Pass costs around $50, which is a little over 80% of the price of the game, and it gets you 60 maps and 5 zombie maps, which is a lot less. It is normal to ask money for something you make, but with Black Ops 3 we simply get too little content for the money we would spend. And we're not even talking about the weapon and specialist gear. There are solutions, but they depend on the publisher and the developer being reasonable. An ideal solution is to have a lot of DLCs and make it free. But let's face it, that's never going to happen. Both idealistic and realistic is to have a system where people can spend money on additional content, but people should be able to earn it too for a reasonable price. For example, using contracts, getting a certain amount of kills with an assault rifle to unlock the new ones. If you don't make it too easy and present it for a reasonable price, people still are willing to pay. And if you don't make it too hard, people won't get mad that the content is only obtainable through paying. Still, we don't see this happening, because of the fact that the publishers and developers are companies that are interested in making money. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, consider leaving a rating. Subscribe for more related content, and if you have any questions, ideas, comments or constructive feedback, leave them in the comment section down below.